Morning, sir. You're Marvin Watts.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Watts is here in cause number 25 DCCR 1918, first-degree felony offenses of aggravated robbery. The agreements were for a cap of 17 years in the institutional division on each of those. Any additions or corrections?
I'm aware, Judge.
Yes, Judge, the state would like to call Detective Josh Jackson, please.
Detective Jackson.
And as a detective with BPD, is it your duty to investigate violent crimes such as homicide, aggravated robbery, etc.?
It is.
So within a 1 month time period, there have been 2 aggravated robberies of stores located here in Beaumont, relatively close together.
That's correct.
All this occurred in Jefferson County.
Yes.
And can you describe for the court, you have elaborated in the pre-sentence investigation report, your thoughts a little bit, and obviously the court is aware of the nature of the offense, etc.
2 guys that go into a store, one during daylight hours, another one.
Welcome to Court and Case, where the law meets the facts. Get ready to dive deep.
Nighttime hours, both victimizing a clerk that's there just trying to do her job. There's no glass barrier on either of these stores. These 2 guys walk in there, hold the clerk up in each of these instances, and proceed to rob the clerk. You don't go to work expecting to get robbed when you potentially have family at home, and during either of these robberies, something tragic could happen.
Violent crime involving firearms and youthful offenders here in Beaumont, something that has just become extremely prevalent, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
And is it something that you continue to investigate on a daily basis?
That's correct.
Do you think it would be helpful for the court to view, if you would, Judge, outside of the cameras due to the sensitive nature of the complainant in the case and her identity?
It's just giving you an idea of kind of what happened to at least the Dollar General one. There's a lot that it's not going to show, which is the aftermath of it and speaking to the clerk and the terror and how she felt. Of course, that's all in the whole case. But at least these 2 videos will give you a sense of kind of what happened during that day.
Okay. So you want me to just put them here? I mean, I can turn this off, or I can just put them. Any other witnesses?
No, Judge, just a couple comments, if I may.
Sure, go ahead.
Obviously, it asks the court to take everything into account, the fact that there are 2 aggravating offenses. Obviously, you are aware of the prevalence of these type of offenses in Beaumont involving young offender with firearms, innocent victims in this type of a case. Officer Riley's comments, I think, are also important, Judge. He's a very detailed PSI writer, and his caution against leniency the state would concur with. In addition to the jail incidents, which show the court, as you're aware, that Mr. Watts cannot behave while in custody, so therefore what leads us to believe that he would behave while on probation. Based on those, Judge, I would concur with the offer of Mr. Nichols at 17 and ask the court for 17 years in each case.
Thank you, Ms. Malfino. Mr. Parker, you may proceed.
Your Honor, in regard to the write-ups, I've talked to him about those. Those happened prior to the his PSI, and that was when he was in maximum security. And from what I understand, it's a lot harder to not get in trouble there because of who you're around. But nevertheless, he has no juvenile record that I'm aware of. He has no adult history that I'm aware of. These are the only 2 cases that he's ever had any issues with. I agree, they're serious offenses. He understands that. He's told me today that, you know, if I could apologize to people, I would. He was encouraged by somebody older than him. I believe it was probably his father. He's asking the court to give him probation. He would like to address the court, Judge.
No, I apologize for all my actions, ma'am. Honestly, I regret them. I really do, ma'am. Like my attorney said, if I had a chance to apologize to that woman, I would. And ma'am, those write-ups were while I was in maximum security, ma'am. I was not supposed to be in max. I was there because my shoulder popped out of place. And all of those offenses were like, really, some of them, like, certain ones I do not understand how they were just.
I'm a whole lot less worried about that than what you were doing when you were out.
But honestly, on that count, I do apologize to that woman and for everything that I've done, man.
I appreciate you saying that. I hope that you're sincere no matter what happens today, you have an ability at your age to change your life and do better things. Unfortunately, I tend to believe that sometimes people are sorry because they got caught, not because really of what they did. I don't disagree with Mr. Parker that looks like your dad's the one that's encouraging you to go out and do this crap. So, but that, all that being said, 2 times within a month, hoodies, mask, gloves, a pistol, another gun that has some kind of, I don't even know what it's called.
Silencer.
No, it was the circle thing that has a bunch of,
Your magazine.
thank you, drum magazine.
Honestly, I don't know nothing about it. Like, I mean, like you said, I'm be honest with you, man. It was my fault. Like, but I did not have no intentions on doing no crime before my father showed up, man. Honestly, I didn't know nothing about how to rob a store, to do nothing with a store, I didn't see those stuff. So, like,
Well, you went all in, didn't you?
I did.
And Tara, I mean, y'all didn't just walk in and take it. You gotta grab her, you gotta pull her around, you gotta show that you're a man. Somebody did. While the other, so that means you were the one holding the gun with the drum, because the one that had the pistol is the one that was pulling her around. Okay. Mr. Watts, find in each of your cases that you entered your pleas of guilty freely and voluntarily. In cause number 25, DCCR 1918, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of aggravated robbery. Sentence you to a term of 17 years in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Corrections. There will be an affirmative finding of a deadly weapon in that case, and you will receive credit on it for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. Again, you're young. You're going to go to prison, obviously, for some amount of time. It's going to be up to you to do something different or not when you get out. All right, you can go back with the bailiff.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me today. I want.
Hold on, don't talk yet. All right, are you Traylon Hill?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is cause numbers 24 DCCR 1500. Mr. Hill's cases are set for trial with jury selection to begin next week. And what is the announcement?
We're ready for trial. State's ready.
All right, then
I
I'm
didn't want
going
to
to,
trial with it.
what?
I didn't want to go to trial with
Do
it.
you want to take a plea agreement?
I want to file some motion before I go.
You don't get to file motions, Mr. Hill. Your attorney's taking care of all that. You don't get to, don't talk over me, Mr. Hill. We've been through this too many times. Your case is set for.
Talk to, I don't want to go to trial because I don't have any evidence on my case. I want to
Okay.
get a release of discovery, dismissed because of delay, dismissed because it's still a complaint.
That's all denied. Mr. Hill, go back with the bailiff. Your case will be going to trial probably next week.
That doesn't make any sense.
Go back with the bailiff.
Why you-
Mostly she does with you.
Oh, damn. Why would you push me like that?
2 robberies, 2 firearms, and a judge who refuses to look away. Marvin Watts stands before the court after pleading guilty to aggravated robbery charges stemming from 2 store robberies committed within roughly 1 month. The prosecution describes armed confrontations involving masked suspects and terrified clerks. The defense points out that Watts has no known juvenile or adult criminal history and asks the judge for probation. Then Watts speaks. He apologizes and says he regrets his actions. He also says his father influenced him and claims he never intended for things to go as far as they did. But the judge focuses on the reality of what happened: weapons, disguises, repeated robberies, and a clerk being physically controlled during the crimes. The judge questions whether Watts is truly remorseful or simply sorry because he was caught. Probation is not the outcome. Watts is sentenced to 17 years in prison with a deadly weapon finding. And before the courtroom can breathe, another defendant begins arguing with the judge over his upcoming trial. The judge's final message is unmistakable. The courtroom will not be controlled by the defendants.